Hello, and welcome back to the Modern DT&I. Today, we're going to take a look at Ironton, Ohio. Ironton is a city in Lawrence County, Ohio, in the United States. Located in the southernmost part of Ohio along the Ohio River, it is 20 miles northwest of Huntington, West Virginia. The population is around 11,000. Ironton was founded in 1849 by John Campbell, a prominent pig iron manufacturer in the area. He chose the location of Ironton because of its site along the Ohio River, which would allow for water transport of iron ore to markets downriver. Between 1850 and 1890, Ironton was one of the foremost producers of iron in the world. England, France, and Russia all purchased iron for warships from here due to the quality. Iron produced here was used for the USS Monitor, the United States' first ironclad ship. More than 90 furnaces were operating at the peak of production in the late 19th century. The city had a street railway, 4 daily newspapers, and a few foreign language publications. Ironton was also known for its accommodating attitude towards sin and vice associated with the mine and iron workers. Ironton is the I in the DT&I. The railroad can trace its origins here to the Iron Railway, which was constructed in the late 1800s. When Henry Ford purchased the DT&I, he turned the railroad into a conveyor for iron, coal, coke, and other commodities bound for his factories in Detroit. Today, Ironton is an important interchange point and source of traffic for the DT&I. Most traffic bound for the east and southeast via Norfolk Southern is interchanged here. Ironton Yard is approximately 1.5 miles from the street running. Railroad Street is a no-horn zone, and train traffic is embargoed from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. for rush hour traffic. Local traffic consists of a Jackson-Ironton turn, which is here every other day, and the Monday through Friday Oak Hill turn, which is based here. 1 major auto freight, 1 general freight, 2 locals, and an occasional coal extra make up the bulk of the traffic through Ironton. On the layout, Ironton sits on one of the longest walls of the room. It is approximately 10 feet long by 18 inches wide. When the new section is built, Ironton will change little. It is currently one of the most finished sections of the layout. All buildings are lit and some even have interiors. On the north side of street running currently sits the Chillicothe Depot, which will be moved as soon as the second phase of building begins. In its place will be a new online industry, a rock crusher, and sand and gravel loader. The south end of street running runs into Newark Yard, which is visibly obscured by buildings and trees. The south end of street running is also home to the Ironton Depot, where several cars are displayed for historic preservation. Let's do some rail fanning along Railroad Street. Our first train is the Northbound, led by 4 GP40 variants, number 406, 402, 421, and 427, which is still wearing its Ohio Central colors. we see the Oak Hill turn coming back into town, led by SD35 number 300. The locomotive is working extra hard with loads of scrap, gravel, and sand in tow. The next morning, we catch the Northbound turn job. Today, he'll head all the way to Jackson, as noted by the reefers and auto parts cars in the consist. A short while later, we catch a southbound loaded auto rack train, led by GP38-2s number 223 and 225. 223 still wears its original block letter scheme. On the prototype DT&I, this interchange was done at Waverly. However, in our iteration, Henry Ford was able to complete the rebuilding of the south end, making these moves possible today. That night, we catch a northbound coal drag powered by SD60-603, SD40-2 446, and B39-8 number 800. This coal came from the Virginian, a long-standing partnership left over from the Ford years. Coal from the Virginian moves north at Ironton and at Gallipolis via Conrail. Sometime later, a southbound is lined. SD 50505 leads GP 40-3402 and GP 40-2 number 427 with today's train from Detroit. Early the next morning, we're out before sunrise to catch the officer's special returning northbound with noted executives and guests from shippers in the area. Note the ex-Canadian National cars in the train. They were recently purchased but pressed into service before they could be sent through the Jackson shops and repainted and refurbished. Thanks again for joining me on the layout, and thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I appreciate all of your feedback and sharing of my videos. Until next time, happy railroading.